Hey, good morning. It's Forward with Playboy, and today's question of the day comes from one of my clients from yesterday that I was talking to on the phone. He said, "My text game sucks. How do I fix it?" And specifically, he was finding that he's pretty good in the beginning, but then as he would start liking a girl, which didn't take long because most guys are pretty inclined when they do find quality girls, they're enthusiastic about them because there's not that many. He would find himself over texting, over investing, and in a way, kind of killing the attraction, which is a common problem. And what I like about guys that have text game problems, it's easy to fix because no matter where you're at on the spectrum of having a challenge with texting, it's very much like game is learn charisma. Texting is a learnable skill that you can apply like today and get results today. And then it kind of reinforces, you want early or quick wins that help you make progress. So I'm going to give 3 points today on how to fix or improve your text game. And number one is having alpha text rules. When you have rules, you don't have to decide, how should I respond? Or should I send an emoji? Or, she hasn't texted back. Maybe I should text her again. So when you have rules, it's a lot like being a vegetarian. A vegetarian has one simple rule. They don't eat meat. Therefore, it's not, I don't eat meat unless I'm hungry, or I don't eat meat unless I'm at a baseball game, or I don't eat meat unless there's like nothing else around. It's just I don't eat meat. So they don't eat meat. And when you have alpha text rules, you simply follow the rules and never deviate, and you'll keep yourself out of harm's way. Number one, and I should bring this up. Let me do that real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. And all of this stuff is in Basic Training 1 and 2, by the way, which can be found at fortworthplayboy.gumroad.com. Alpha texting tips. Number one, text less. Less is more, and we're going to get into that. But again, you have to start restraining yourself. You want to be effusive. You like some girl, you want to minimize. And like we say, before you guys start fucking, texting, the phone should be used for logistics only. Yes, there needs to be a little bit of banter. You got to make them comfortable, but you want to get them off the phone and in front of you as fast as possible. Text less. Logistics only. You want to get a little flirty banter going on, especially if you're moving them from online to off. You want to get a little flirty banter, pitch the meetup. I need your number. Or pitch, hey, I need your number, get them off the apps, get them on text. And then, because again, that's another layer of, if they won't give you their number, they're not worth bothering taking out. They offer you their Instagram or Snapchat, or anything other than their number, abandon shit. Just go, hey, no, thanks. Have a great day. And then just move on to the next girl. Do not get into the Instagram. You're not here to be just another fan. You want girls that will get off the phone and meet up with you in person. That's what you're there for, and that's what they're supposed to be there for. Logistics only. When you get them off of the app and onto the text, you want to set up a meetup. Hey, I'm going to this bar at 7:00 on Thursday night. You want to come with me? Yes, no, can't. How about next week? So you have two yeses and a no. So again, logistics only. And sometimes they'll try to drag you in, and they'll start trying to kind of fill you out. Always just go, hey, I find that really interesting. Let's talk about that when we get together. So it doesn't put them off, but it conveys it, one, you approve it, one, you qualify that they are somewhat interesting. And two, you do want to talk about this, but it would be better in person. Again, remember, girls, they are stronger online because they're looking for a reason to disqualify you. And then in person, you have more presence, more charisma. You have the advantage. No punctuation. Get rid of the capitalization, get rid of periods, run on sentences, doesn't matter. Again, use as few words as possible, but get rid of punctuation. You'll find that girls will respond to your texting more enthusiastically. Why does it work? Who knows? All I know is when you do it, it works, and it works every time. Use fewer words. Again, edit it down as simple as you can keep it. And then unexplained absences. You don't want to always be available. And I know guys that have like rules like they don't text before 10 a.m. or after 7 p.m. 10 a.m. before 10 a.m. girls are busy. Usually, with some type of, they're either sleeping in or they're taking care of kids or they're getting their own shit together and getting out the door and getting to work and getting hammered. Or if they're hot and taken care of, they're not out of bed yet. So not before 10. These are suggestions. This unexplained absences. Unexplained absences is not a suggestion. You need to every once in a while break up your pattern, but you do need to have certain rules like time wise. And then like Coach Corey Wayne said, after 7, he's out and about. He might even be at the gym, but the girls don't need to know that. All they need to know is that he's not available after 7 because he's either like banging some girl or at a work function or at the gym. But whatever he's doing, he's not texting some girl. So unexplained absences does a body good. These are alpha text tips. You put these into play today, you'll see more results in the next 3 to 5 days. It just works. That's all that matters. Number 2 is less is more. When it comes to texting, always do as little as humanly possible. Again, in game, less is more. Less words. Talk slower. Move slightly slower. Your gesture should be slowed down. All of these things show that you're somewhat in control, and the posture and the mannerisms and your cadence of your voice all add up. They all end up being attractive. Fast, lots of words, lots of talking, seems frantic, nervous, and that puts girls off. Because if you think you're easily, keyed up, girls are like prey animals. They like spook easily. So if you come at her with a bunch of energy, it's going to be overwhelming to her sometimes. You have to hit that sweet spot. And what I tell guys is with less is more. You do this and you're probably going to hit it just right. Guys are action orientated. They tend to default towards taking action when it would actually benefit them to not do anything quite often. So less is more, especially when it comes to texting. You reach for the phone, hold back, give it a little bit more time. And it's okay to play timing games because girls are watching it. You think they're not, they are. And it messes with you. The guys, I don't want to have to do. Well, you can be right or you can be getting late. It's completely up to you. So you have to decide what's important to you. And the third thing is, let me pull it up. I think I would have this memorized by now. If you need to practice, and you should, if you need to practice text game or your online dating game, set your radius to another town further out than you would actually date. Like I'm in Fort Worth, I'd set it for Austin. Maybe Dallas, but Dallas we can pull from. But set it for a city that's similar to your own that you can build up texting. You can practice openers. You can practice your script. You can practice all kinds of like text games. Try to get them off the app and onto the phone. Get them onto the phone. Set up a meetup. You can always cancel it later. Again, you can practice texting without burning a bunch of leads that are actually in your area. So that's what I suggest when guys need practice is set it up. And if you're not a big online game guy, but you want to practice texting, you can do that through the apps. You can practice texting. You can practice your lines. You can practice your openers. Just see what's working best for you without any risk of, like I say, burning good leads in your area. You want things that you can rely on. It's like going into the game. You can practice with the out-of-town girls and bring your A game with in-town girls that live 5 minutes away from you that could come over right now. So that's the real deal. 1, alpha text rules. 2, less is more. And 3, use the apps out of town to practice texting and online dating, all that game, your openers, your scripts, your responses, all of it can be practiced with no risk of burning good leads when you use that app and set your radius out of town. Those are the 3 big things that will help your text game immediately. You can see results today. My text game sucks. How do I fix it? Those are the 3 ways. If you like this, like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, ask below. And if you would like to get better at this, you can find basic training 1 and 2. The URL is there on the left-hand side. Actually, it's not. Let me correct that. There we go. FortWorthPlayboy.gumroad.com. Basic training 1 and 2. If you can make it to my Gumroad site, it's basic training 1 and 2. It's bundled. It's 2 books for the cost of 1. It's a damn good deal. And again, you can improve your text game, the basics of dating and etiquette, all the things that the players used to pass by word of mouth or by observation. All that's gone now. And so I put everything, compiled it into 2 books, dating, game, and etiquette. That way you don't have to learn everything the hard way. And this is in there. I hope you guys like it. Share it. Tell your friends about it. Hope you guys have a great day.